Hey everybody, it's Latrice with Not Broke for Long, and today I will be putting in my new dashboards into my binders. I also have some more binders here, and I will be retiring my A5s. This is one of them, so stay tuned. All right, y'all, so I got into creative mode. I started doing these dashboards, I want to say back in September, and I couldn't really figure out how I wanted to design them, if I even wanted to design them. I wanted to wait until I got closer to Christmas to see if I wanted a Cricut machine, and I decided I did not want it because I didn't want to have the vinyl on the envelopes for too long or have to keep buying envelopes. So I decided to do dashboards. I will leave the video that I followed to make these in the description because that's what I did. I just found a YouTube video on how to make these inserts and followed along. It didn't come out perfect, but that's fine. I just went and printed them out at Office Depot. Some of them are different sizes, but as long as they can fit in the envelopes, that's fine. As you can see, I have some new categories. So I separated my daughter's categories into separate envelopes and a completely different binder for her because she needs things that are separate from our things. I'm going to discuss our plans or some of our plans for 2024. We don't really have concrete financial goals or plans for 2024 or anything like that that I can actually write down and make into a separate video. So I figure while I'm doing this, I can just kind of discuss any plans that we have for certain categories as I go through it. So first things first, this is the revolving binder. It's going to stay the same. Some of these categories will be going to a separate binder like beauty and clothes and shoes. So I will remove these. I'll set them to the side for now. All right, so starting with date night. Let me close this back. Starting with date night. Here's the insert for that. And I tried to make the backgrounds correlate to what the actual category is. So like when we get to my husband's, his has sports in the background. Mine has books. Some of these I couldn't figure it out. Groceries has just food back there. Household items in the background. Also Office Depot, I had the backgrounds the same color as the words, and I don't know what happened at the printer, but that is not the same blue. But that's fine. As long as I can still see what it is fine. So this will be family fun. I just got a bunch of games in the back. How does that show up on camera? Okay, that looks good. I thought it would kind of be dark on camera because it's not like a glossy finish or anything like that, but it still shows up pretty good. All right, here's groceries. And not much is changing in this binder. Here is household, and I also added toiletries on there. So household and toiletries. And my husband's envelope. And my daughter's is gonna come out. And then here's my envelope. And this slides in perfectly. I really like these envelopes. I want to get more of these zipless envelopes. And here's miscellaneous. All right, and I don't have one for this, and that's fine. I also realized I didn't make one for Snowball, but I have to make some for my daughter's binder. She has her own binder that she puts her allowance in. So when I do that, then I will make one for Snowball. So here is our Revolving Binder. So that pretty much stays the same. For this one, I also have to get, I don't have to, at least not right now, but I want to get my daughter a purple binder because, like I said, I bought one. It has butterflies on it, but she wanted to keep it for herself, for her allowance. So I'm just reusing the pink one for my daughter. And I also have the trackers here. All right, so first we're gonna start with clothes and shoes. And I'm gonna put the tracker back there. I will also be separating this money into a couple different categories in here. So this is the old clothes and shoes envelope. So in here, I'm going to take 25 and put that in Jordan's clothes and shoes just to get that started out. 1, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55. Okay. And then you will see what I do with the rest of this once we get to that binder. So this 25 is going to be starting out Jordan's clothes and shoes envelope. And here's the tracker. And let me update it. So I'm trying to, I had to separate a lot of these categories, but I'm trying to also still fit in what I've already been doing budget-wise because I don't want to spread the money too thin and have to dip into the snowball. So I was just doing $40 a week for clothes and shoes, but now I'm going to boost it just a little bit, not too much, because we all still need things, just not, I don't want to get too crazy with separating everything. Okay, so next is hobbies and activities, and this is for her art supplies, her books. That is, for the most part, what she's into right now. She likes a lot of anything that involves a project for her. She loves it. So some of this that I got out of her JoJo envelope, I'm going to put it in here as well, and that is $40 of this money. So $40 in, and here's the tracker. Okay, next is shopping. And this is for pretty much anything that doesn't fall into one of these categories that I have to get for her. And 60 of that is going in here. Okay, next is gaming. She is a Roblox, Minecraft head. So I have to make her own category for gaming. She also has her own gaming envelope in her binder, but certain things I'm just gonna get for her. So I'm putting $20 in there to get her started. So that's 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And that's from the change that was already in there. So that's starting out gaming and the tracker. Next is her school things. School supplies. And I'm gonna dip into the back to school envelope to put this in there. So back to school, I am separating into school supplies, school fees and activities, and uniforms. And I will go into the sinking funds binder and get that money out and come back to this. And then we have after school and summer camp, which are in the sinking funds binder. This last 40 from her JoJo envelope is going into clothes and shoes, hobbies and activities, shopping. Here's that tracker. And now let me go into the kid envelope and move those things over. All right, so here is back to school. I'm gonna get rid of this tracker and split this up. Okay, so school supplies is getting 30. School fees and activities is getting 65, 60 and 5. And then the last 50 is going into uniforms. All right, and then I have after school. All of that money is just gonna go in here. And here's the tracker. And then summer camp, which is in the 100 envelope challenge right now. I'm not really stuffing it or budgeting for it, but I still have the envelope here so that when I'm done with it, I can put the money in here. So far, this is my daughter's binder. All of her needs and wants are in here, separated from ours. All right, and while we are in here, let's go to a new binder, which is occasions. This is what I am putting all of our birthdays, anniversary, all of the holidays into this binder. So starting out, I just want to show y'all what I did because I am very proud of this. This is the anniversary dashboard. So I got a little creative, y'all. I'm really learning Canva and figuring out the designs and things like that and changing colors. So this is a Bahamas theme because my husband and I got married in the Bahamas in July. So our first anniversary will be July 29th. And these are the Bahamas colors. So I did the same thing in the background as the date night with the calendars. And then the Bahamas flag is on both sides. So love it. That's first. And then I'm going to move all of this over into the anniversary envelope and the tracker. All right, and right now the goal for that is to just still maintain the $5 a week for right now. We have $75 in there, and I'm pretty sure $5 a week until July is gonna probably be more than what we need, but there's really no goal yet for anniversary. Here's birthdays right now. Eventually I will start adding dividers. All three of our birthdays will be in here still. My birthday is in 2 weeks almost. So I don't have a concrete plan with the birthdays yet. But I do know once my birthday passes, then I'll get a better understanding of what I would need for 2025. And same thing with my daughter, because our milestone birthdays will be in 2025. So as of right now, it is all still just together, and then I will add dividers as I go. All right, next is gifts, and gifts is the same. It is in here, and this is still gonna have the same goal, about $20 for our family and friends' birthdays. So I'm just gonna add the tracker back there and still just put a minimum $5 or so in the envelopes until we get closer to those birthdays. All right, I now have separate holidays. So starting with Valentine's Day, and what I'm gonna do is just move everything into Valentine's Day and just stuff one holiday at a time. So not really putting $5 into each category, but starting with Valentine's Day. Then once that gets to a certain amount, which we probably won't put much in, maybe 150 at the most. So once we have enough in Valentine, then we move to the next holiday. And really the rest of these holidays are just food. So Mother's Day and Father's Day will actually be gifts for each other and for our parents. But things like the 4th is just food. Halloween is costumes. And Thanksgiving is food. And then Christmas that's a given. So Christmas, I wanted to do $2,000 for next Christmas, but I think I'm gonna kind of split the difference and go with $1,500, which is about $35 a week for Christmas. So that's one of the goals that we do have. Mother's Day and Father's Day, we do have to kind of talk about that as far as our parents and for each other, what we want to do for these. But most of the time it's really just dinner and then something, just a light gift for each other. We don't really go too far out for Mother's Day and Father's Day. Here we go. Okay, and let me add all of the trackers. All right, and that is our occasions binder. Okay. And I will update the trackers off camera. Now on to the sinking funds. This will be my new sinking funds binder. This is where I will be moving beauty and clothes and shoes to. So let's start with, all right, so let's start with beauty. And this already had an envelope. And there's the tracker. Here's beauty. And clothing is next. Clothes and shoes used to be in one envelope and now it's gonna be in two. So clothes, I'm putting 115, 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, and 15. And clothing, and I have a new tracker for that. And then next is shoes. And the rest of this $40 is going into shoes. And the tracker. All right, next is car maintenance. And get that from over here. All of this is going in. This is another one that I'm gonna add dividers to for oil changes, for renewals, and things like that. That's car. Next is emergency fund. For right now, I will be keeping emergency fund in this binder, but eventually I do want a long-term savings binder. I'm just not there yet. That's where I want to put our savings, our investments, and things like that. But because I'm deep in the debt payoff, I don't have those categories yet. Next is health. This is another one that needs dividers when we actually get there. All right, that's health. And I'm just gonna be using the same trackers for now. and home. Okay. Next is PTO, and let me actually get one of these zipless for PTO. There we go. Because I am moving all of this in here, so it's gonna be really thick until I take this money out in a few weeks. And of course, you might not fit in there. Let's see. Yeah, thankfully I only have to have it this thick for actually next week. Yeah, y'all, January is next week. Wow, okay. So that's PTO, and here's the tracker. All right, everything else I have to do like this. So next is seasonals, and I had it separated by the actual seasons, but now I'm gonna kind of snowball the seasons like I did, or like I'm doing for holiday. So whatever is needed for spring, for summer, winter, all of that will just come out of here all together instead of separating the seasons. Okay, and I have a new tracker for that. Okay. Here's the tracker. Let me do travel first, and then I'll come back and put the tracker in. And travel, last but not least. And all of this is going in here as well. And there's the tracker. Tracker, envelope. Okay. All right. Here is the new sinking funds binder. Look at that. Okay. And now we are empty. Last but not least is the side hustle binder, and I had to make that green for obvious reasons. So these two envelopes that I have in here will be moving into here. So for very first thing is, of course, taxes. That is coming in 2024. Especially as I get more YouTube pay, so I will be stuffing that, of course. Next is budget supplies. I'm going to move some of the budget supplies over to this category. So budget supplies is going to get 45 in here. Okay, next is office supplies. So this is if I need ink, if I need printer paper, a new printer, anything like that. And can I not count? There we go, 45. In budget supplies, $30 in office supplies. So I bought one of those paper trimmers. If I need pens, anything like that will come out of here. Budget supplies will be like envelopes, any binders that I need, anything that I need for actual budgeting will come out of here. If I need a new budget binder, or if I get a book or anything like that, that will come out of here. Anything else, pens, markers, highlighters, printer, paper, ink, anything like that will come out of office supplies. And here is the tracker. Next is YouTube giveaways. And I will also be splitting this up. So YouTube giveaways is gonna get this 50. And then support small, this will be anything I get from you guys, like savings challenges. Some of it might go with the budget supplies category, but any support that I show to you guys will come from this envelope. And this is gonna start off with 30. And here's the tracker. Okay, next is subscriptions. It's still not a priority, but I'm keeping the envelope here for when I do start saving for subscriptions, and I'm gonna just put that tracker back. Last but not least is miscellaneous. So anything that may be side hustle related that is unbudgeted will come out of here. I don't know how much I'm gonna stuff in here. It'll be minimal, $5, $10 when I get a side hustle check. So this last $10 I'm gonna put into budget supplies, and now it will have $55. Okay, and then let me put this tracker back here. All right. So that is it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching me set up my new binders for 2024. These two I will be retiring until it is time for me to start doing savings challenges again. So I will just put those into these binders, which means I'm hoping that I can do some savings challenges where I can save a lot instead of just mini challenges. So that's a third quarter 2024 goal. So thanks again. Stay tuned for how I budget all of these new categories that I have, because y'all know it's not going to fit on that budget by paycheck worksheet. So stay tuned for my budget and cash stuffing videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.